He's an armchair expert. He's an armchair expert. He's an armchair expert.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Happy holidays.
Happy holidays. 'Cause this Christmas will be our very first Christmas.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Is that your
Suck
favorite?
a dick, stroke a shaft,
Oh.
with a bang.
Yep.
Squeeze the buns, tickle the hiney.
Oh, boy.
Well, listen to the brewing. Because Wobby Wob just had a Christmas hot cocoa.
Oh.
I feel like you should have had a Christmas hot cocoa. Can you smell it? The cocoa in the air?
A little bit. I
Your
love
nose
it.
isn't great.
Yeah. How dare? Yes, it is.
Oh, sorry.
It's really good part of my identity.
Oh, it is.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So we have a fun Christmas event for you.
Are you talking about this episode?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. We have a real, well, I won't speak for you, but we have talked about it before. When asked what the highlight of this 4 years has been, always in the top three for me is the time Norah Jones came
Exactly.
into the attic, sat on the couch you're sitting on, and played beautiful music for us.
I know. It was
And we
incredible.
really were having an out of body. Like, how did
Yes.
this come to be? Well, it happened again.
Yeah.
Even more intimate and fun. This time she came to the living room and played the piano for Christmas.
So fun. And so that's happening in this episode, but we're just buffering with some chit chat.
Yeah, with
first.
some Christmas thoughts.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't see my sleigh bells, by the way.
Oh.
Do you remember where they went, Rob? I'm working Rob to the bone. Like,
You are.
I know.
Why'd
I
you-
feel bad.
You're asking about his sleigh bells?
Well, it's just, we have them for a reason. I don't
That's
get
true.
to
We
use
don't-
them
That's
much.
right.
Oh, what's the accordion? Oh, he fell down a manhole.
This feels like we're on Big
What if
Comfy
is there?
Couch.
Help! I know we're sitting here spectating.
No, Big Comfy Couch is a kid's show.
Oh.
And it was a clown. And she had all this stuff in her couch. And so she
Oh.
would like pull stuff out. And there was like, yeah, an
I was all
accordion.
trapped in the
and-
cushions.
Uh-huh.
Okay. That's an old trope.
I don't think we
But
have
thanks
it.
for looking, and I feel bad you did. From us and ours to you and yours, Rob. Thank you for looking. Okay, I had the worst realization about, well, it started as a terrible realization about myself, but then I found my way out of it, I think. So I was wrapping Amy's present yesterday,
Oh, wow.
and it took a pretty long time.
Sure.
And you've seen, there's
a large
two
gift.
huge gifts. Yeah. And so tons of wrapping paper. Shout out to you. Thank you for dropping off.
Thank you, Hallmark.
Thank you, Hallmark, for dropping off 100 plus rolls to Monica, of which I got 5.
Yes.
I asked for 4. You brought 5. I
I
appreciate
brought
it.
6 because I brought some for Kristen too.
Okay. I think she grabbed one of them. So I just saw 5. Point is I was like pretty abnormally meticulous. Mind you, totally subconsciously. Like I don't even realize I'm putting in a lot of effort into this thing. And then it occurred to me, if I was wrapping this for Jess, I wouldn't be putting nearly this much
Oh,
effort into it.
interesting.
Yeah. And I had wrapped a present for Matt previously, and I left a little bit of the cardboard on the bottom of the
I
box
hate that.
exposed.
I hate that.
But it was Matt.
Yeah.
Like I wouldn't have done that if it was Amy. And then I realized how you wrap someone's present does tell you a little something about how you think of that person.
How much you love them?
It's not that. That's where I originally felt bad. Like,
okay.
oh, why would I put more effort into Amy's than Matt's or into Jess's?
I
Or
know what
yours,
it is.
frankly. I would put more effort into yours.
Oh, you would?
No, because you guys put a lot of effort in. Jess
you
does
want to
that.
reciprocate.
Like Jess will give you a present in a bag.
Sure, he hates wrapping.
which is fine. Like none of it. There's no judgment tied to any of it. But since he's not throwing in any effort, I don't give a fuck. Like it can just be lightly covered in the corner. Or maybe even not visible under the tree, just point to the corner. There's your present. See,
Yeah.
surprise.
So, a couple things. One, I get that because more it's that if you wrapped it really, 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 really nice and gave it to Jess, like he might not even notice.
That's right. That's right.
And so you don't, who cares? But Amy might notice because she knows what it's like to wrap well.
Exactly.
Same with me.
Yeah.
But when you just said point, that's like, not to throw them under the bus, but this is what my mom does and I don't like it.
Oh, what does she do? What does she
She
do?
just like uses old bags.
Okay. Like from Piggly Wiggly?
No, like from last year's Christmas, but not, so that's from 1999 because every year it's reused.
And it's a reused piece of wrapping paper?
Bags. She likes the bags.
Like decorative bags. They don't say a brand name on them, do
No,
they?
no,
Like
you know-
Hudson or
No, gift
Target.
bags.
Oh, gift bags. Yeah,
You know what I mean.
decorative bags.
Yeah, like a Santa on it. Yeah.
That's her thing. She loves bags.
Yes, because she doesn't want to wrap.
Oh. Yeah, that's not what I would have guessed with her.
Oh yeah, no. She does not want to wrap. She just throws them in bags, but then she reuses the bags, and so sometimes it says like to Monica. I'll open it, and it's not for me
It's a
because
jock
it was
strap.
an old one. It's a jock strap. That's what he wants.
For Neil's sports programs.
So then I'm annoyed because then I've opened a gift that's not mine. I'm like, can't you just not reuse the bags, or can you just make sure that the name says the right thing and just like no effort?
Yeah, and is she sitting there just panicked, like what's going to set you off?
Yeah, actually, probably.
Oh God, what's going to set Monica off? Did we get all the bags correctly labeled?
She might be scared that something's going to set me off, but she's not doing anything to fix it.
I can relate. I think I have Nirmala's role in your life. I'm like, oh shit, this is going to piss her off, but then I'm not going to. I got to be me.
Oh.
Nirmala's got to be her. She's got to throw shit in a bag and keep it moving.
Well, if I know something's going to piss you off, I try not to do it.
Me too, if it's within my realm. But like Nirmala's not going to start wrapping gifts.
No, she doesn't have to.
She's probably set in her ways as far as how she's not going to be like a late in life present rapper.
She's not.
Yeah.
Although she is changing. I mean, now that she's retired, she's like changing. She's super into plants.
Oh.
She's really much
Is she happier?
So much.
Oh, she is.
Yes.
Oh, that's incredible because so
love
many
it.
people get really depressed after they retire.
She is loving it.
She is.
Mm-hmm.
It looks good on her.
Yeah.
Oh fuck.
Yeah.
That makes me so happy. Yeah, like my Papa Bob, favorite male to ever live.
Yep.
He worked at Wonder Bread Bakery, as you know, for like 45 years. He carried these 80-pound bags of flour throughout the plant all day long, and his biceps were to be seen, to be noticed, to be appreciated, to be envied.
Yeah.
I think that's why I have this bicep thing.
Oh.
Where like I want to have big biceps because Papa
Interesting.
Bob did, and I just felt so safe around him. Anyways, moving on. When he retired, he got really depressed, really, really bad. Because he was such a social butterfly, and he'd walk around that plant. And what was nice is he wasn't stuck at a station. He kind of like went all over.
Yeah.
So he just got to chat with everybody. And then so he was increasingly loitering around grocery stores.
Oh.
Because he knew the staff pretty well. He always did all the shopping for Euless and Bob, for my grandparents. He was the shopper. And he would spend fucking sometimes 2-3 hours. It was one of my grandma's complaint. Like if you sent Babaloo to the grocery store, hopefully he's back by dinner time. Okay. Because he can there start chatting with the cashiers and the baggers, and he was just very friendly. He was so thirsty for interaction that he used to get at his job that I think he was depressed.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, not think. He was very depressed.
Some people don't. I don't think my dad will handle it as well.
No, he's going to fight. He should work until he's in his coffin box.
I think he might.
Yeah.
Oh, also back to ding, 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 Papa Bob, Wonder Bread. I got you a really cute Wonder Bread ornament.
Oh my God, super, super duper cute. Anna Bob's Big Boy.
Yeah.
Or Elias Brothers, depending regionally where you're at.
Sure.
But we're in California, so it's a Bob's.
Yeah.
So cute. Now, presents protocol at your house. How does Christmas morning
work?
Yes. And is it working the same way as it did in your childhood? Or has it evolved?
No, because now I want to sleep till like 11.
Yeah, sure.
So
It's a
now
holiday.
I'm the latest to wake up.
Okay.
I try to wake up earlier, but I'm too tired.
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But when I was little, I couldn't sleep. You know, I was so excited. I love presents.
Yeah.
So excited. And me and my best friend, Kim, she also was too excited. And we talked a lot about how we would just like stay up all night and read Babysitter's Club Little Sister books all night and stay up.
Oh my
and
God.
so then when we realized
kids are so cute.
we both shared this. I mean, no, we were in middle school when we realized that we were the same in this regard. We decided to start a tradition. We would just talk on the phone.
Oh, I kind of remember this.
Yeah.
And you had the ostensible goal of going all night.
Yeah, because we were already up all night. Like we
Yeah.
might as well chat.
Yeah.
It's called our Christmas call.
Okay.
And we've been doing it every year since
7th grade?
probably 7th grade.
And how long will you stay on the phone?
So now,
Oh.
so it used
Growing
to
pain?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, first, my parents were really pissed because the first year I was like, Kim's going to call in the middle of the night. We have a new tradition.
Oh my God.
And they were like, in the middle of the night? No, that'll wake us all up. 'Cause
Right.
she had Christmas Mass, so we couldn't start our call till like 1.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah,
Okay.
1 or 2.
That's when they got home from Christmas Mass?
Christmas Mass is midnight
Those Christians
mass.
go hard. I didn't realize they went that hard in the paint on Christmas Eve.
Yeah, midnight mass.
They go all the way to Christmas morning, I guess.
Well,
midnight?
not all of them, but I think.
Oh,
there's-
midnight mass. That sounds familiar.
Yeah.
My family did midnight mass.
They did?
Really?
Yeah.
And you get done at what time?
Like
12?
1:32.
Oh my God. Why are they doing that? Do we know?
Because baby Jesus.
Yeah.
Oh my God. I thought of a pretty funny joke that I
I'm scared. Okay, go ahead.
don't know why I never thought of this, but I was like, in so many ways, Jesus had it made because he could walk on water, he could turn
of
water into
course.
wine.
Yeah.
But fucking worst birthday in the world.
Because it's Christmas?
He's born on Christmas.
Yeah.
I know. You can't have it all. That was my conclusion. is you
Yeah.
can't- even Jesus didn't have it all.
That's
he had the
right.
worst birthday you can have
That's right.
on Christmas Day.
He invented the worst birthday.
Yeah.
But yeah, he also had it.
That's right.
Yeah. So, okay, so midnight mass, and then she was going to call around 2,
Yeah.
and my parents
This
said
is the
no.
stupidest plan, and I love
My
it.
parents said no. This is before I had my own phone line.
Oh.
And I said, yes, that's happening.
Oh, wow.
And then, and so we unplugged all the phones except one.
That I was hoping that was where you were going to
Yep.
take this.
So it didn't wake anybody up but me.
And she called it too.
Yeah, we
And
talked
were you
all
so
night.
excited when the phone rang at two? Yeah.
Yes.
Were you getting sleepy as it called?
No, more and more excited by the minute.
Oh, okay.
And we talked all night, and then we did that for years, and now we have to set our
Well,
alarm.
really quick. How late is all night? The first time, how long did it go? Like 3 a.m. or?
3? No, like 7.
Oh my God. And then you guys went to bed?
No,
Or you
we
just went
were
straight
up.
down to, oh, so you didn't sleep at all Christmas Eve?
No, the whole point is that we couldn't sleep.
You're such an addict. I'm so glad you never found cocaine. So, Wobby Wob, what time would you Christians wake up? If you were out till 2 a.m, what time were you waking up?
I was always the first one up.
At what
before
time?
Like 7.
Okay.
Did you read books because you were also excited about presents?
Don't embarrass Wobby.
No.
He doesn't read
I
books.
stopped going to midnight mass at some point.
What
Sure.
age?
Once I got confirmed, I was allowed to not go to church anymore.
That seems counterintuitive. It seems like once you get confirmed, you'd have to go more.
No, they want to solidify
Oh.
that
It's
he's
that's when you
saved.
become an adult in the church and you decide if you want to go to church or not anymore.
Oh my gosh. And then you decided not.
Yeah. I haven't
Okay.
been to church since.
But when you get confirmed, you're officially accepting the Lord Jesus into your heart in front of everyone?
I guess.
So
but
so your next move after that was like, and I'm not going to church anymore.
my parents made us
Okay.
Yeah.
go to that point. And
Did
then-
you have to do the thing where you jump in the pool?
No, that's just baptism.
That's like a born again adult.
Yeah.
kind of
That's if you're
baptism.
not. When I was an infant, I was.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh yeah, they'd sprinkle some water on
I
it.
was double baptized
Why do they only have to sprinkle water on the baby?
on the forehead.
But then if you're an adult, you have to jump in a pool. That's enough for me to not, because I don't know if I can swim.
I think you get dunked as a baby,
Oh, you do?
or at least you used to.
But
Maybe
someone
they-
dunks you.
Yeah,
don't
you're
have
right, though. I do have an image of them pouring water over the baby's forehead and holding him over the bucket of holy water. You shouldn't call it a bucket. Whatever the thing is that gathers, recaptures the holy water.
Probably be weird if you did that with a grown man, though.
I prefer
Like,
it. What about people who
because
can't swim? Like
Well,
me?
Jesus will help them.
Yeah,
That's
it's
the
a
whole
good
point.
test.
It is. That's when you find out. Okay. We got to be careful because it is his birthday. That's what we're celebrating.
Well, we can.
We can
joke
inquire
on his
about the
birthday.
rituals.
He likes jokes.
surrounding his birthday. I think I told you this, but I was baptized twice by competing grandparents without my parents' knowledge or permission. I just came home from a weekend with them, and I had been baptized by both.
My parents have asked if they could do that with Calvin.
Oh, they'd have, yeah,
She's
yeah,
not baptized.
right.
Grandparents do have a lot of opinions on baptism. I have noticed that.
I'm at, whatever. I don't
You're
really
fine
care.
with it?
I started as I think I've said this on here, but I started really, of course, with a chip on my shoulder about it. Primarily, the thing I was nervous about is I didn't want any of the gagos to be teaching the kids about hell, the devil, or sin. I just didn't want those concepts in my kids' minds.
Sure.
That's a lot. But I loosened on the whole thing. I'm like, you know what? My grandparents were super religious. They baptized me. I still was my own person.
Yeah.
It's great. They're exposed to more ideas and thoughts and passions and
Yeah.
love, and who cares? But boy, it took me a minute.
I get that.
Okay, so no one really answered the question I was looking for, so I'll go with my protocol. Because the children woke up so early in our house, there was a period where there was 5 children. I had a stepbrother and sister. And we'd be up, I guess, maybe 5:30 or something. And my parents obviously didn't want to fuck with that. So
Exactly.
the rule in my house was you could start your stocking at any time.
Oh.
It's pretty good. I recommend this.
I
to
didn't
people.
have stockings.
So if you want to come down at 4 a.m., fucking go crazy. Why do you have stockings?
Because my parents, they're not Christian.
Well, I'm
so
not
they're
either.
only trying to, they're like doing their best.
Well, they
Hence
didn't
the
do
bags.
the fucking stocking's a huge part of it.
Listen,
it's
you're
integral.
giving me a little bit of triggers because this is sort of, me and Molly were talking about this recently because our friend Molly,
Yeah.
who we think is AI, she doesn't love Christmas, which is
She
interesting.
doesn't. That's very off-brand.
But she's liking it more and more.
Okay.
But she said part of it is because she never felt like
Everything was in order.
she kind of had to do it. Like she would get the tree for her
yeah,
mom
yeah,
and
yeah.
it never was really right,
Yes,
and
yeah.
I can sort of relate.
And probably when
because-
she had buddies over, it was a little underdecorated.
Right,
Yeah.
exactly. And that's how I felt. Like Kim, ding, 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 Christmas call Kim.
Yeah.
Her parents, she lived in an incredible house and it was always like decorated
Oh,
to the T for
like
Christmas.
Better Homes and
Huge-
Gardens.
Yes.
Yeah.
Huge wreaths outside, like on the windows.
Oh my God.
Was
A Christmas
so
wonderland.
Jealous because then I come in and my house has nothing except our little
Walnuts,
tree.
a cracker. Did they put walnuts out?
My parents?
Yeah.
No.
Okay, but isn't it weird people put walnuts out for Christmas?
It's
Have you
for
noticed that?
nutcrackers.
I know, but why is that anything? Did Jesus love nuts and crackers?
No, the Nutcracker is a Christmas play.
I know, but we have a food, we don't have Grinch treats as a staple, and that's more popular than the Nutcracker.
I don't think people put walnuts out as much as they put nutcrackers out.
And then a big hunk of walnuts, because
Really?
that's what you use a Nutcracker to crack. You don't crack almonds with a Nutcracker.
I
You
know.
crack walnuts.
I know, but they're not like
They thought they were good for your brain because it looks like a brain. It's got
walnuts
all
are
the
good for your brain.
convolution.
They have a lot of omegas.
Oh, then they still are. But I think originally they thought that because it resembled a brain when you open it up with all the convolutions, all the wrinkles.
Oh God, this is reminding me. One time I had to make a pie. Not had to. I decided to make a pie for Christmas.
Oh my God! Ding, ding, ding!
At my parents' house, and it was a chocolate chip walnut pie.
Walnut and chocolate chip.
Yes, great combo, by the way. Love it. Problem is, I did not have a nutcracker. And couldn't open any of these walnuts. It was a disaster.
You know what you do?
Well, okay, tell me. It's too late. But maybe I'll make it this year.
Oh no, we have a time machine.
Oh, okay.
You would take a kitchen towel. You'd lay like 10 or 15 walnuts on top of the towel, then cover it, and then take a hammer and bang, 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 bang. Open up the towel. You're gonna have walnuts everywhere.
Really?
Yeah, they're gonna be everywhere. Okay, it's gonna be an infestation of walnuts.
I think I
Okay.
did use a hammer ultimately, but like I didn't do it with all that stuff. And I got like 6 tiny pieces of walnut. It was mainly chocolate chip pie.
Was it good?
So good.
Okay, good. Then that's a positive story. Okay, so Aaron and I were talking, way too long about this as you would expect. But we were talking about Mamma mia, Papa Pia, baby got a diarrhea. This is a very popular saying in my elementary school. Was it in yours?
No.
You never heard Mamma mia, Papa Pia, baby got diarrhea?
Nope.
Rob?
I've never heard of that either.
Oh my God.
The regional.
Fuck.
Although Rob,
Midwest.
Yeah. You've never heard that.
Mm-mm.
Okay. Anyways, Aaron and I were we were just talking about Mamma mia, Papa Pia, baby got diarrhea. And I said, someone was the first to say that, which is a wild thought.
Yeah.
Someone made up Mamma mia, Papa Pia, baby got a diarrhea.
sure.
And then what I concluded, and I think this is pretty good forensic work, what probably happened is sometime in the 1600s in Italy, a family brought their baby to the doctor because it was ill. And the doctor looked at the mom and said, Mamma mia. Then looked at the dad and said, a Papa Pia. Baby's got a diarrhea. Like, that's what's wrong with the baby.
Okay.
Mamma mia, Papa Pia. Baby's got diarrhea. It's no
All
big
right.
deal. So we decided we want to take the time machine
Okay.
back to that moment in rural Italy when
Oh.
that doctor first proclaimed, Mamma mia, a Papa Pia. Baby's got a diarrhea. It's a fine. Wouldn't that be a moment to witness? And then they would think that was funny because it kind of rhymed. And then they tell their friends. Oh, so we took Dorian to the doctor. It turns out it was just diarrhea, but the doc said, Mamma mia, Papa Pia. And then their friends liked that story so much they told it, and we're now still doing it.
I'm going to let you believe that. Okay, back to
Protocol popping back into protocol so the kids could tear open those stockings. And they were good. My mom did a really good job stockings. There was a lot going on there. You could really entertain yourself for a couple hours until the folks were up. And then they are handed out, and they are handed out from youngest to oldest. And I really like this. I really like this plan.
They get all of them?
Yeah, so basically an adult would enter the fray, all the presents in front of the tree, and they would start handing them all out, and you'd start building piles.
Okay.
And then everyone would have a pile in front of themselves, and then you'd start with the baby.
That's what we did.
You did that too?
Yeah, we did one by one from youngest to oldest.
Yeah, I like that. Do you want to try that with your family this year? What do you guys do? Just ignore each other? It is. You guys are selfish.
It's not me. My parent. This is their fault, not mine. I did my best. I actually put up fake not fake, but stockings, and there's nothing in them.
Oh, no.
But I know. It's sad. I had to go to Joann's Fabrics, and I had to buy some accoutrement, and I put it up myself to make the house look as pretty as I could, but I only had so many dollars.
I have a whole fantasy about you as a little kid where you were kind of like a kid boss. And did you have a driver? I imagine you had like a town car dedicated to you so you could go to the fabric store and stuff.
You're missing I'm telling you, I felt so out of place that I myself,
I know.
as a kid, as a young
Business
teenager,
person.
went to Joann's, got a whole bunch of stuff to make the house look Christmassy on my own.
It's so sweet. But in my children's book version of you have a town car. Fuck, that just gave me an idea.
Oh, no.
I think I'm going to write a children's book about this bossy little girl.
That's kind of like Madeline.
No, this bitch is running. This bitch is a CEO, this child.
Oh, okay.
And that's going to be about you. Stay tuned.
Anyway, okay, so in the morning, we all come down.
And then it's just assholes and elbows. Everyone goes crazy and just bumps into each other
kind of like,
and
this
tear.
is for you, this is for you.
Does anyone see the present they gave each other?
No, you do. But it's just like, this is for you.
But your father, he was clicking into a crazy custom here in the U.S., and we're nuts about it. It had to be hard for him to wrap his head around.
No,
the fervor at which you get on December 1st, or I do, He doesn't.
He doesn't have that about anything.
Right. So I'm just, I think what I'm saying is, I think he did the best he could.
He didn't do anything. My mom did the best she could.
He didn't do anything. No.
He let her do everything. And
would he ever drink
did the
beer
best.
while the presents were being opened?
No, I've never seen
No
that.
morning drinking Christmas?
It's nice. It is nice.
How do you see the presents? You just stop what you're doing and watch your mom open the present you got her?
Yeah, basically.
Okay. So is it over in like 6 minutes?
Yes. It's very fast. There's also a lot of cooking that's happening that morning because everyone comes over around 1.
Who's everyone?
The rest of the family.
Oh, great. So it's a big affair.
Oh yeah, it's a whole day thing. Then the people
and you
come
guys
over
host?
Yep, my parents host.
No stockings.
Everyone comes over. Everyone brings a present. Same present fervor happens.
Okay.
And then we eat.
Oh. And what do you eat?
Ham. Well, sometimes we've had steaks. Sometimes, which is fun.
Yeah.
Different stuff,
Oh my God! Should you bring
mashed
back
potatoes.
like 6 farmers market ribeyes in your check-in?
I'm not bringing that on the plane.
Okay. In a check-in? They're frozen. You'd freeze them. They'd be dead frozen when you got to Atlanta. It's only 4 hours later.
You're not gonna like this, but
Uh-oh.
my dad likes things well done.
Well, look, that's okay. And I kind of wanted, this is a great public service announcement.
Okay.
I got 2 of them coming up, by the way.
Okay.
Okay. One is liberate yourself. I think a lot of people grew up hearing you don't overcook good meat.
Yeah.
And that is certainly true for a filet. There's no need to cook a filet much.
Yeah.
Because there's not much fat in it.
Yeah.
It's a pretty lean cut. As you're getting into the ribeyes and the New York strips, I would urge people to push it to medium because you really want all that fat, that beautiful marbling, you want it to melt within the beef. And you got to cook it longer for that.
I love medium.
But they
I
think they're
understand medium.
betraying some meat rule.
Yeah.
This is what people get so religious, ding, 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 about the dogma around these things.
Yep.
And they feel like they're violating some principle, but there's no principle. The principle is you eat
like
that
the
steak,
taste?
the most tasty version it is.
Yeah.
And so try a bunch of versions.
Sure.
They try to pose it as you're uncouth.
Yeah.
And I don't like that.
Yeah,
as
you don't,
know.
'cause you don't like-
status bullshit.
Yeah, you don't like that.
Stay tuned for more Armchair Expert, if you dare.
What do you guys like to eat on Christmas? What's your favorite Christmas food?
You know, the tradition on Christmas Eve is my mom's meatballs, which you know I love.
Delicious.
And then shit on a shingle, my favorite fucking hors d'oeuvre of all time.
I got to have that last year because I was here for Christmas, remember?
Yes.
Yeah, that
and
was
what do you
so
think?
yum. Oh, so good.
This is the easiest recipe. Should I give this recipe out?
Do you feel it's proprietary?
To my aunt, I think.
Okay.
Okay. Here's what you do, gang. You start with a fatty ground beef. Try to get 20% fat. That's where the sweet spot is. And then get some extra spicy Jimmy Dean's sausage, 1 tube of it.
Yeah.
You're combining 1 tube, I think that's a pound, with a pound of the ground beef. You just brown all that.
Mm-hmm. You put any seasonings?
A garlic salt.
Okay.
All right. Then you're going to cut up cubes of Velveeta. Too much. Like you're going to, but if you're doing a pound of the Jimmy Dean's and a pound of beef, fucking don't be afraid of a pound of Velveeta.
Okay.
And get that all swirling around in your skillet. It's melted Velveeta in the 2 different kinds. And now you're going to scoop these out into these really cute
Oh my God.
rye cocktail.
Crackers, kind of.
Well, they're pieces of bread, but they're small. They're probably 2 inches by 2 inches squared.
Yeah.
And they're these little rye. There's a loaf of these little rye things. Look at they're in your grocery store. Scoop a spoonful out on each one. Put it on a cookie sheet. Then a big dousing of garlic salt all over the whole top. Then pop it in the oven at 350 and let those things brown and get crispy on the edges. It's insane.
It's insane.
It shouldn't be as good
I
as it
ate
is.
so many last year. I want that now. My mouth is salivating.
Okay.
What did you eat, Rob?
So for breakfast, we have an egg casserole thing
That sounds good.
and monkey bread.
Oh, that's nice.
What's monkey bread?
It's like a Hungarian.
It's so
it's like
good.
doughy cinnamon.
Oh.
You pull it apart. We had it on New Year's last year. Erica made it. I don't
Okay.
know if
Are
you remember
you
that.
Hungarian?
No, I
No.
don't.
It's not.
Just Asian, right?
Eastern European.
Just Filipino.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then we
Increasingly so. Have we explained that to everyone that
No, we're
Rob's
not. We
ethnicity
can't.
has
Nope,
changed
we're not
yet
doing
again?
Not doing that.
Well, as everyone knows, if you have you're half of your child. Everyone knows this. Let's start with facts. You're half of your child.
No.
Yes, you're half of your child.
No.
Yeah.
Your child is half of you.
And you are half of your
No.
child. It's a two-way street.
No, it's not.
It is. So Rob's child is 12.5% Filipino or 25%? He's 25%. Calvin, sweet Calvin.
Mm-hmm.
So Rob, who is half his child, is obviously 12.5%.
I'm not signing
Filipino.
on to this. And if you get canceled for it, it's your
Well,
fault.
Okay. Thank you, I guess, for giving me the freedom to hang myself, as my mother would say. Well, ding, ding, ding. Are we allowed to say you got a second child on the way?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my God. We
So
haven't told
exciting.
everyone. This
February
is a big
birth
reveal.
of a second Hollis. And so here's what's wild. This is really wild. His new child will also be 25% Filipino. So he's picking up 12.5% of that child.
No.
So Rob is now 25%
No.
Filipino. And here's what's fucking nuts. If they have a third kid,
Or not.
he will be 37.5% Filipino.
Mm-hmm.
More than his children. It is conceivable that if you guys kept going and you had 5 or 6 children, you would pass Natalie.
So she doesn't gain any.
She doesn't. Oh, she
Why?
does. She does. She does. She's half her kids by this logic.
By this logic,
Fuck, she
she's
could be
going to
pure
be
Filipino.
400%.
Yeah.
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 Well,
I can't
after
wait
we
to
have
see
12 kids.
I can't wait to see a person who's 200% Filipino.
Oh my God.
That's an exciting proposition.
Oh, wow. All right. Well, that's the end of Armchair Expert.
Well, it was fun.
What a fun run. Okay, wait. Before we get into Norah, Rob got us a present.
He got us a present, and also I would like to sing. You know.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so
I saw a few people in the comments, probably only 3, but I'm going to pretend that was consensus.
Okay.
Of millions.
they want to
saw
hear
like
Elvis.
300.
They want to hear Elvis.
I saw like 300 of those comments.
You saw 300?
Yeah.
Oh.
At least.
Oh, great.
Look at that.
Okay.
Okay.
That is consensus. So
Yeah.
you need to sing Elvis. Then we're going to move into the second portion, which was pre-recorded with
Yeah.
Norah and Kristen. So
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
a fun evening we had that you hope you guys enjoy. Okay. Well, you want to open that?
Yes. So, Wobby Wob. First of all, I love you, Wobby Wob.
I
Merry
know.
Christmas.
Rob is so thoughtful.
He is. He's so fucking thoughtful. He's such a hard worker. He's so meticulous.
Mm.
I'm so grateful for you. But also, just an incredible gift giver.
Incredible.
I don't want to step on your toes because you're like the queen.
No, Rob is incredible.
But he is, if people don't remember, we once received a Tyrannosaurus Rex skull from
That's right.
Wobby Wob. That's our shared present as well.
Yep.
It's a model of what will someday be a beautiful hotel hosting
Sex
lovers,
hotel.
sex hotel, where you can have sex in the mouth of a T-Rex skull. We don't have the money for it yet, but we're working at it.
But this keeps the dream alive.
I think when you've done remodeling your house, we need to consider
Move on to that.
really start putting some money in a fund away to eventually. What if we got a T-Rex skull? It would take up this whole fucking attic. And what if we bought one, but we kept it in the center of the attic, and people had to, we couldn't even
Look
see
through.
people anymore. Yeah, or like crane your
Yeah.
neck to see one.
Wouldn't
of
be
them.
surprised.
That'd be kind of fun.
People are having sex in it while we.
Oh my
Oh,
God! Like we could invite
wow.
armchairs
Really taking it up.
to
a notch.
to make love while they're listening to the interview. Okay, let's do the
yeah.
presents. Yeah. Okay, let's
Okay.
let the lady unveil
Okay,
it.
this is the joint gift.
Oh boy! Oh boy! Oh boy!
I'm excited and scared.
Oh, it's a good thick paper.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
So it's a real oil painting.
No!
Yeah. This artist I really like, Aaron Nagel,
Bob.
No!
painted it.
Oh my God! How much was that? $1 million? It's fucking.
Did Anne Mansour make it?
Not in Mansour.
Oh my god, Rob. Okay, so for the listeners, this is a legit oil painting.
This is incredible. You're gonna have that in your house, right?
No, it's for here, probably,
Okay.
right?
Well, over the photo, maybe. Take the photo down and put up
We
the
could
painting.
just-
What if this whole attic became like 9 pictures of the baby? It's fucking beautiful. Look at the way the light,
Baby Monica.
the way this artist has applied the light to your
To
hair.
my hair.
And
My
it got
hair
your-
looks gorgeous.
And it got your brow game right as well.
It looks just. That is unbelievable. Someone painted this.
Yeah, he's a ridiculous painter.
God,
this
Rob,
is
this is so
so
sweet. We got to show Aaron ASAP.
Oh my god, yeah.
He's going to die.
He had to scan the photo for me, so.
Oh, Aaron had to.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So Aaron did play a role in this.
I feel like this should be in a museum.
I think it should be too. Should we get the folks over at Getty?
We could put it in the sex hotel. Or do you think that would people would lose their boners?
Well, I'd be nervous about people staring at the baby while making love. Although it might be a nice tool for men to use as they're trying to stave off their
Oh,
eruption.
yeah. Rob, this is you've
mind-blowing.
outdone yourself.
Yeah, this is really. I don't know how you thought of that. Why? What? Listen, Christmas overall just makes me feel terrible about myself. And you could go like, "Fuck you! You're just not putting the time in. You're not thoughtful." Not true. I could show you guys right now the note in my phone.
No one's saying that.
This is the note in my phone. It has your name in it, Wobby. And I stare at your name, Wobby. I look at your name, and there's nothing next to it. And I'm like, what can I? And so last night, I'll tell you what I decided to get you. I decided I'm getting Rob a Rolex.
Oh wow.
And then I was like, does Rob wear a watch? So then I go to your Instagram page last night. This all happened, by the way.
This is thoughtful.
First of all, there's no fucking photos of Wobby on his Instagram page. There's a big problem. You're so cute. You should be in photo. Couldn't tell if Rob ever wears a watch and what his style is, right? So I was on a high alert for your
Apple
watch
Watch.
style. Well, I know. So this morning, as soon as I saw you, I clocked, he's an Apple Watch guy. So he wouldn't want a Rolex.
Well, do you want a Rolex?
Or though maybe when you go to an event, you would wear it or like go. Would you like that?
Dax, no one doesn't want a Rolex.
Well, I don't know because I'm old.
I know, but no one doesn't want a Rolex.
I'm going to pick you out a vintage Rolex. That's what
a
I'm
good
going to buy.
idea. I always get the same thing for Rob, a variation, which is just like a restaurant gift. Or the last time I gave Airbnb.
So
But it's always a gift
I went,
card.
yeah,
That's boring.
I went down that road. I was like, I got to figure out like what restaurant Rob would want to eat at, right? If there was a restaurant like French Laundry where it's like it's an all-in thing. You're not getting a gift card. You're getting a meal. Like go.
We should have
What should we have done?
bought him and Natalie
A trip.
a trip to French Laundry. That's what we should have done.
We fucking suck.
Should we still
should
do
get
it?
that
Well, no, we should do it before
This
the
is the weirdest
baby.
Christmas one. I'm like, hey, you want a Rolex? Okay, I'll take that. You want to go to French Laundry? Yeah, I guess. Like this is like
This is how my parents do it. This is literally how they do it. It's a mess. It's a mess. Wow. All right.
God.
Well, that's. Oh, okay. You want to do something for us?
Yeah.
I'm home Santa, I'm down Santa Claus Lane. Blitzing, blitzing, always raining, falling on the rains. Bells are ringing, children singing, always merry and bright. Oh, hang your stockings and say your prayers, oh, home Santa Claus, oh, home Santa Claus, oh, down Santa Claus Lane. Oh, go back then, we'll fall for boys and girls again. Hear those bells and sing bells jingling with a beautiful sight. Jump in bed and cover your head, Santa Claus comes tonight.
Oh my God.
Santa, come Santa, down Santa Claus Lane. He doesn't care for he loves just the same. One of those that called children that makes everything right. I'll fill your heart with the Christmas tree. Come Santa, come Santa, now Santa goes late. Come around when ring out, it's Christmas once again. Come Santa will come if we just blow the light. Let's give thanks to the Lord. Come Santa Claus tonight. Oh, here comes Santa Claus tonight.
Wow. First time ever. No rehearsal. That's the first time I've gone beyond Here Comes Santa Claus.
Oh, wow.
I lost my footing a bunch of times, but
know.
I found my way back, but
Yeah.
not all the way back.
Well, sure. Wow.
But that one, you know what's funny is we had a little breakthrough there.
Me?
Yeah, you and I.
Okay.
Did you feel it? So you hate looking at me. But I got so into it. Like you went through the phase of hating looking at me, but then you started coming back and then you were staring at me a lot and laughing, and it was
you
so
weren't
fun.
looking at me.
That's
you were
right.
looking at the computer.
Yeah,
That's fine.
that's when it gets safe?
Yeah.
Okay, then it seemed like you were really enjoying it.
I enjoyed that, yeah.
Okay,
I
great.
like when you don't know any of the words.
Sure.
That's
There's a
really fun
high degree
part.
of failure on
Yeah.
the table. Well, I will say
Also,
this.
I thought maybe your hiccups were going to come back.
Oh, yeah, it kind of sounds like he has hiccups. in
Yeah.
it. But I did all morning, what I was singing instead of that was,
Oh, here comes Wobby Wob, comes Wobby Wob, right down Franklin Ave.
was there any Christmas song you want to sing before we get into Nora?
No, thank you.
You sure?
Yeah.
Let's do one.
No.
How about you do? You said no.
I'm not doing it.
Yeah.
Listen, let's end on that good Elvis note, okay?
I'm getting greedy,
Yeah.
as always.
Yeah.
God, I hate myself. And I like myself.
You should.
All right. Well, I love you. What a fun year.
I love you guys. This
love
is so
Christmas.
fun. Love Christmas. Love this year. What a year.
What a year. Man, I didn't remember my second public service announcement because I felt like it was relevant, but I guess not. Merry, Merry Christmas. To all a good night and to all a good day. Please enjoy the beautiful, beautiful voice of Norah Jones.
And Miss Kristen
And
Bell.
Kristen Bell.
Right.
That's right. We get some accompanied, some backup, some background vocals by Kristen Bell.
That's right.
Merry Christmas, everybody.
I think this is the singing portion of the evening.
Well, let's chat for a second. Does it screw with you to have headphones on when you sing?
If it's easy enough to not have them, it's preferable because
It
then
is.
it's like more natural.
Yeah.
But sometimes it's nice to hear yourself if you're doing something weird.
Isolated, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you don't want us to be like, oh, it's so good in the middle of that. That's not
Oh,
good. You know
that's
what I mean?
okay. That's not
like hear your
preferred.
breathing on the
Yeah,
head.
like, oh my God, Nora's so good in the
burp.
middle of you singing.
Yeah.
By the way, the last time you sang for us, I think is top 3 moments of Armchair.
Yeah, for
Oh,
sure. It
that's
comes
so
up all the
I'm
time.
not kidding.
Yeah.
Wow.
I loved it so much.
Well, it's actually a huge bit of proof we point to when considering whether or not we live in a simulation. It literally comes up. Usually number 3 is we'll say, Norah Jones came and sang to us in the attic.
Like, that can't be real.
That's not how it works.
No.
It did happen. Well,
It did.
the weirdest thing to me is that I was literally listening to the end of your David Sedaris show when I got the email from Dax about coming to do some Christmas songs.
This was an insane, I think, series of coincidences that worked out in our favor.
Yeah. I mean, I haven't traveled since the pandemic started. So I said, well, I'm going to be in LA tomorrow. So-
Yeah. It just all worked out perfectly. I don't want to blow up your spot too much, but you're here without children. And
Yes.
I have to imagine this is the first time without your kids in a couple years, maybe?
I had some work near the city for a couple nights. And Sarah, who is my
your partner in
bestie,
crime.
she's
Your
also
best
my
buddy.
Monica, pretty much.
Exactly.
Yeah, we actually both have kids, so we had a couple fun nights.
Oh, that's so
Yeah, we did.
How many do you have?
Mine are 5 and 7.
This is the same.
Yeah.
Yeah, 6 and 8.
Yeah.
I mean, that's not technically the same, but it's the same.
Similar.
Very close.
You're
Oh,
6 and 8,
hi.
aren't we?
Oh, hi.
How you doing?
I'm good.
How have you been during this last year since you did the Christmas special?
I've been great. I got no complaints. I mean, I did go out of town
She
to
got
work.
to be away from the Chili's.
Mhm.
Does it feel like vacation to you
No.
to work out
No.
of town?
No.
No.
I mean, for moments,
Yeah.
sparks.
Because you
yes.
go for long chunks.
Yeah, and it's
Yeah.
not comfortable. And I just realized after doing that, like, what am I doing? I like being at home. I just want to come home and they want me to come home. And what am I doing?
Yeah. See, it's different for musicians, I guess. If you have a quickie little thing, you get to go play music
Yeah.
and then you get to go home. It's easier, probably.
How did the Christmas album come about?
Well, I mean, I never thought I would make a Christmas album. People always ask me to.
Yeah.
And I thought, well, I'm not inspired to do that right now. But I love Christmas and I love Christmas music.
Who doesn't like
I've
Christmas?
never not been into that.
Yeah.
And then the pandemic, and then I got really sad when we took our tree down this year
Oh,
in January.
Okay.
And then I didn't know what I was doing all year.
Uh-huh.
So I wanted something to look forward to.
Oh, I like that.
I like it too.
Yeah. So I found a really great producer, this guy, Leon Michaels, and we clicked and it felt like we had the right energy to do it in the right way that
Yeah.
felt good to me, basically.
Do you have a favorite artist who did a Christmas album? Is there a North Star when you're about to make one?
There was like a crazy playlist we had going that had all the good stuff.
Did Michael McDonald make that list?
It didn't. I actually don't know that Christmas album.
You don't need to know it.
Well, I could tell you
I mean,
all about it.
he's gonna show. Oh boy.
Are you talking about like the Johnny Mathis of it all, like the Bing Crosby of it all?
Yeah, like for me, it was Elvis.
Oh, fuck.
Peggy
She
Lee.
just walked into that too.
No.
Oh, my God.
Oh no.
you don't
That's
know what
happening
you've done.
again.
Oh my God, are we soulmates?
You love Elvis Christmas. You don't like Elvis, Monica?
Buckle up.
You have no idea.
Oh,
Okay, I got to remember
You
what
hate
one
him?
it is, though. I wish
Or
I had
you love
headphones
him?
on.
No, it's
She
just that
hates
every
it.
no, don't do that.
Okay,
Don't
okay.
conflate me not liking Elvis with not liking your
I didn't think you didn't like Elvis. I thought you've had enough of me singing Elvis. Is what I was
Correct.
trying to say. Oh, you haven't heard Michael McDonald's. And in his defense, I'm not sure that this song is on his or if I just imagined it is, but I have an idea of what Michael McDonald singing Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer would be like. Do you want to hear
Yeah, I
it?
do want to hear it. And then I have a story for you.
Okay, I
Oh,
can't wait.
great.
Okay. Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer had a very shiny nose like a light bulb. I don't remember the rest
That's
of the song.
perfect.
Like Monopoly. It's just all about him nailing those add-ons.
That's
for me.
perfect.
Yeah, I don't know if it really exists.
I
but that's-
like the idea of doing Christmas songs in the voice of other people that have not maybe done those specific songs.
Yes.
So you just did your second David Sedaris interview?
Yes.
Have you ever heard his Billie Holiday impression?
No.
Okay, so I'm a pretty deep David Sedaris fan. I've probably heard every radio thing he did back in the day on NPR. You know, he did the Santaland
Yes.
Diaries where he played an elf at Macy's. You know about that, right?
Yes.
I've heard the audiobook version of it where he talks about singing Away in a Manger in the style of Billie Holiday.
Uh-huh.
And then he does it on the
Oh my
audiobook
God.
version.
Oh.
And he has the best Billie Holiday
Oh, he
impression.
does?
Yeah, it's great. He also does
I'm
like the
not
Oscar Mayer
surprised.
Wiener song is Billie Holiday.
Oh, he really goes for it once he's channeled her.
Yeah, so you should have him here doing Away in a Manger as Billie Holiday.
Maybe we'll give him a
Oh
call.
my
Yeah.
God.
See if he could do a little Billie Holiday. Why do you love him? I'm trying to isolate why I love him so much.
I've always loved him. And when I first read him, I was young and The Plague of Ticks. I was a ticky kid, which we didn't talk about. But after I heard your interview with him, I thought, oh, man, I wish we'd have talked about that.
Okay, the first time he was on, I made it all about me as I do, and I'll do now again, is Plague of Ticks. I was like, oh my God, this was my childhood.
Yeah.
My fear of getting caught and then thinking people didn't know. And then one time my sister was in the back seat and she just screamed like, oh, would you stop licking your fingertips? And I'm like, I don't lick my fingertips. Who says I lick my finger? And I'm like, fuck, I didn't know anyone knew that. The stories are insane from my childhood. I had to do everything twice. I had to be bare naked to go number 2. I had to squat on the toilet. I had to take the toilet paper and touch the wall outside of the bathroom and then do that twice. And then I have all this toilet paper I didn't know what to do with.
Oh my God.
And then I started smoking cigarettes like he did in The Plague of Ticks, and it went away. Like I had the exact same experience.
That's crazy. I didn't have the exact experience, but I did have a lot of them. And I still blink my eyes like crazy. I met my husband on a gig. I turned around and I winked at him. And he's like, oh, cool. Maybe there's something here. Later, he realized I turned around from the audience and I was like blinking my eyes.
Oh my God. He was like, ooh, sexy.
Ooh, she likes me. I did like him, but I also was just kind of getting a little blinking.
Ever have tics, Kristen?
The only one that I've observed is that you have to do everyone's voice on TV.
Well, yes, mimicry, we know.
It's
a tick. Like you have to do it.
It's a current tick. It didn't go away. I didn't start smoking and it left.
Not overcome it.
No, I have not overcome it. It doesn't stop me from doing anything. Well, it stops the people who are watching television with me from enjoying the program. If there's a lot of accents in the show, I like literally can't not let it fall out of my mouth. It's when I see it, I have to do it directly. That's the thing. Yeah, I have to do it. It has to fall right out of my mouth. But when we're watching The Crown or Game of Thrones, anything with
Margaret Thatcher. You can do that.
Oh,
I mean, we did that in the...
It's so good. I know, it's so good. She's really good. She could have easily been on SNL.
Yeah.
It just so happened to miss her.
Well, I shall certainly let Her Majesty know. Thank you.
Well, I shall certainly let Her Majesty know. Well, thank you.
We had to go back a few times so she could do it.
Yeah, certainly let Her Majesty know. Well, thank you.
I bet you both can do them because it's such a vocal control thing.
I think I used to be a good mimic.
Yeah.
I don't really do it as much anymore, but yeah.
It really does not come in handy, though, when like the girls are playing games, like if they're playing like a learning game or something and I'm in the room and I hear it, I'll have to go check for the next activity. And like it's so brutal. And I don't do it that loud, but I do it and it drives me those are the only times it drives me crazy when it's coming from one of the girls' learning games.
Oh yeah, because they're very animated.
Yeah, it's brutal.
There are certain people that every layperson thinks they can tap into when they're in the car. Mine is Adele, and I clearly don't sound like her at all.
You mean you sing along and you...
And I think I'm nailing it, even though it's clear I'm not nailing it. And I'm just wondering if you have any that you like can't resist and you're pretty certain you sound like them.
Well, it's like I stopped doing that stuff. I don't know why. Maybe because I sing a lot in my job. But when I was younger, I was obsessed with Aretha Franklin's harmony singers because she had the best. I would always try to hit that high note on Ain't No Way. And I think it's Sissy Houston, Whitney Houston's mom singing it.
Oh, no kidding.
Like, and I would always do it, but definitely.
But while you're doing
definitely
it,
am not that kind of a great singer.
But you're convinced while you're in the car, you're really bullseyeing it, I think.
Yeah. I used to sing along to Otis Redding in high school in the car.
I wonder if you don't do it anymore because you have found such a specific voice of your own.
I don't know. The truth is, I've never listened to a ton of pop radio, but recently with the kids in the car, it is so fun. So I definitely find myself singing along to like The Weeknd lately, you know? But I can't help myself from harmonizing. Even if it doesn't need a harmony, even if it has 5 harmonies, I'll try and find a 6th.
Yeah, it does need another one.
Yeah.
It always does.
For me, that's the fun part. It's just finding a harmony for whatever it is.
And do you have the same irony that Kristen has, which is her daughter? They don't want to hear it. Like we're in the car, a song we all know comes on, and Kristen will start singing wonderfully. It's complimenting it beautifully, and they'll have none of it, right?
Yeah, they want
not
me
allowed
to
to
zip
sing.
it. All the time they want me to zip it. They don't want me to sing around them ever.
Pretty much.
Okay, good. That's consistent.
Which is lame.
Yeah.
It's certainly a deep cut.
It's a real boner down.
Yeah.
Okay.
They don't know.
So back to why you made the Christmas album. How did you pick what songs? Because I have to imagine some are harder than others to put your fingerprint on, or some you wouldn't want to put a fingerprint on.
Well, there's plenty of amazing Christmas songs. You could definitely do an album of all classics, and you don't need to write any originals. There were some that I knew I wanted to do, like Blue Christmas.
Yeah.
I wasn't going to do White Christmas because it's been done so much, and I didn't necessarily know what to do with it. But then we ended up doing it at the end of the session, and it was really nice. It felt great.
Yeah.
I think the thing is you just have to try, and if you can't feel like you own it, then you can move on and not put it on.
Right, so you can trial and error it a bit.
Yeah.
You can play a bunch.
I lean towards melancholy, of course.
Okay,
so
great.
I love songs that are more sentimental and not just about Santa Claus, you know.
Yeah.
Like Winter Wonderland, it's a dreamscape. You know, it's just so pretty.
It is.
And Blue Christmas is sad.
Yeah, Christmas is such a feeling the older you get.
Yeah.
It starts as like a fun thing and Santa and presents and this.
Yeah.
And then the older you get, it becomes this like
Nostalgia.
It's very nostalgic.
feeling. Yeah.
We listened to Christmas music during the first month of lockdown on Sundays,
Oh, wow. What a great
Which was
idea.
March.
which was cold in New York.
Yeah.
It was very comforting to the adults. And the kids, they're not sentimental about it yet.
Not
Yeah.
yet.
They're
yeah.
sentimental about the presents and cookies and the tree, but they're not quite sentimental about Christmas music yet.
Yeah.
Yeah. How do we feel about Vince Guaraldi's Christmas contributions?
Oh, beautiful. I did Christmas Time Is Here on the album. I wasn't sure if I should do it because it's so perfect, right?
Uh-huh.
And with the children's choir.
Wait,
you know.
that's Grinch, right? Christmas time is here.
Yeah, I
No.
think that's Charlie Brown, right?
Oh,
Yeah,
Jesus
Charlie Brown.
Christ. You're so disappointed. What's the great one from the
That the
beginning?
Who's sing. Bahoo-dore, bahoo-dore, welcome Christmas in our hearts. When all the little Who's
Yes.
down in
Yeah.
Whoville are
It
holding
didn't come with
their
trinkets or bamboozles or
Yeah.
plunkets or dunkets. And they're singing anyways. Oh,
Bahoo-dore, bahoo-dore, welcome, welcome.
Stay tuned for more Armchair Expert, if you dare.
Uh-oh.
What's-
We got
A
There's
little
some-
monster.
we have some
She
scoundrels,
can come in.
some rascals.
We got some.
Yeah, you can come in,
She
Double.
knows how to be quiet.
Well, what song are you going to play for us, or what few songs? Are
I
you
could
gonna
do Blue Christmas.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we
That's
wanna
kind of
hear-
nice on solo piano, slinkish.
I would love
Absolutely. Do you girls want to sit on the couch here
I
next
also
to
kind
me?
of want to hear you do the Vince Guaraldi one, mainly because one of our daughters was born
Delta.
to that soundtrack.
In the
We got to pick the
operating room.
music, and we sliced her out right to that
So Vince
soundtrack.
Guaraldi?
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
baby.
Talk about nostalgic.
Christmas time is here. Happiness and cheer. Fun for all the children call their favorite time of year. Snowflakes in the air, carols everywhere, olden times and ancient rhymes of love and dreams to share. Sleigh bells in the air, beauty everywhere, Yuletide by the fireside, and joyful memories there. Christmas time is here. Families drawing near. Oh, that we could always see such spirit through the years.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh, that was ridiculous.
Love what you do with songs.
Oh, thank
you make
you.
such unexpected chords and you pull from a place that my ear has never heard. And being someone who like has relied on music for a lot of things in my life and listen with a ton of intent, and you pull them out and it's like I get these pangs of excitement, like it's new. Oh my God, I never knew that was in there.
That's the best when you hear something new, right?
Oy.
It's like a comedian watching a comedy. They don't see the punchline coming and it gets them even though they should. It's tasty. Oh,
Yay.
I can't believe you did that song.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that's probably my favorite Christmas song of all
It's
time.
kind of a perfect Christmas song.
Yeah,
It's a perfect song.
it is.
Well, the deeper we got into making the album, the more I thought, oh my gosh, I know why people do 5 Christmas albums now. It's kind of endless. It's like, oh, that's obscure and I love it. That's popular and I love it. There's just everything.
You know which one I'm crazy about? It's from Christmas Vacation. It's
Oh, Wonderful Christmas Time? Is that what it? No.
he puts on the projector.
Yeah.
He falls through the floor.
Oh, what
I
is
put it
it?
when I directed About a Boy. I put it in there. What the hell? It's by a famous jazz musician.
Well, that's the thing. Christmas music leans jazz, country, blues. It's kind of where I come from musically. So it was really fun
Yeah,
to do this music.
I like how simple it is.
Yeah, it's simple.
Yeah.
And it's heartfelt.
Do you figure it out, hon? Ray Charles.
Ray Charles, yeah.
What a wonderful thing.
Ooh,
Yeah. Oh,
that's
what
a good one.
song. Ooh. And your next one, when you do 5 Christmas albums.
Yeah, I'll
your
do
next
that
one,
one.
you put that one on there.
Hard to beat Ray, though. It's hard.
Okay, I would love to hear Blue Christmas.
Sure. This one's fun to play on piano. I'm not like a great guitar player, so thanks for letting me use the piano.
I'm so excited this thing is getting used.
Some use, yeah.
It's a great
And
piano.
I put those labels on there for you before you came so you could be.
I'm glad
Remember.
that I know now where E is and D. And
It's about time you figured this out.
if anyone wants to sing harmony, you are welcome.
One of us
to.
might attempt.
Okay.
Oh, gosh.
I'll have a blue Christmas without you. I'll be so blue just thinking about you. Decorations of red on a green Christmas tree. Won't be the same, dear, if you're not here with me. And when those all those blue snowflakes, they start falling, that's when those all those blue memories start calling. You'll be doing alright with your Christmas of white. Oh, but have a blue, blue Christmas.
Beautiful.
Oh, wow.
Thanks for the harmony.
Oh, I'm so happy I could find it. Oh, your harmonies are so fun. I mean, any musician who listens to you or anyone who hears those layers in your music, it's like stunning. It's really stunning.
I think harmony singing is probably one of my favorite things.
Yeah, it's one of my favorite things to listen to. But when I was growing up, I was just always soprano. So if I ever did anything funky, it was like the descant or like in a song. So I never practiced doing harmonies enough. And now at this point in my life, I'm constantly, like you are, like in the car trying to find harmonies because it's just so interesting.
It's just fun.
Yeah.
If you think you're getting a Christmas present beyond this, you're wrong.
Okay.
Merry Christmas.
Thank
you just did a duet with Nora.
Oh my God.
Awesome.
Yeah. Bob's going to lose his marbles.
Yeah, fuck you, Bob. Merry
My daughter's
Christmas.
going to lose her marbles.
Oh my God, everyone's going to lose their marbles
Guys,
this Christmas.
there will be no more marbles.
Yeah.
Say goodbye to marbles.
They're all stuck at the dock.
We're going to leave them in 2021, all those
Yeah.
marbles. I got to just geek out about someone who plays the piano. When you play the piano and you sing, you're the whole ensemble. You got the whole package. Like you could just get on a truck and go entertain X amount of people. Like it's just a force.
It's pretty interesting. In college, I had a gig at a restaurant, and it's sort of where I learned how to coordinate it and sing at the same time because it takes coordination. And it was great because nobody really listened. And so it was like paid practice kind of. But during the pandemic, I was doing these live streams, and I realized how lucky I was to be a musician who could kind of accompany, it's
Yeah, you didn't need
all-encompassing.
anyone.
Like I felt bad for drummers and bass players who,
Thanks for your sympathy.
yeah.
I was struggling pretty
I mean,
bad
it's
there.
cool to play along to records, but it was nice to have the whole thing.
Yeah. You've done a couple shows since pandemic.
No.
You haven't played live in what, 2 years?
No, I sat in with a friend last month, Sasha Dobson. She put out a jazz record. I sang one song, and I did a benefit. I did like 4 songs. That's all I've done.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Are you missing it so much?
At this point, I have a lot of FOMO because everybody's out there doing it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. We did one live show since it's been lightened up, and we were like, oh my God, how did we live without this for
I know.
almost 2 years?
I don't miss it as much as I thought I would, but I think making this record sort of satisfied playing with other musicians and being creative. So now I definitely miss the energy of the audience.
And you'll have to play this around a little bit, right?
Well, you'll be back here on Christmas Eve to play. Play.
Yeah, right.
If you make me some cookies.
We have room for a 5 and a 7-year-old. They'll fit in nicely. Pop right
we'll
into
be
this.
here. We'll sleep on the couch.
Yeah.
I'll do some promo. So that'll be fun to play the songs again.
Yeah. Will
But
you
no
do any-
shows.
Okay.
Not right now.
You're not going to do like a bit like a tree light, like something you don't want to do.
Oh, when is this going to air?
Right before Christmas.
Right
Okay,
before
cool.
Christmas.
Then I will have done the tree lighting.
Oh, you will?
Yeah, in
oh
New
my
York.
gosh.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Oh my gosh. When is that?
It's December 1st.
Are you so excited?
I'm
Or-
really excited. I'm a little nervous because I think it's going to be really cold.
Yeah.
Oh,
right.
yeah.
And then when
So-
your fingers are cold, they're hard to move. I love that you blink a lot. This is the most exciting revelation. I just love it though. Oh my God, do I love it. We had a guest on a show that they have a character with pretty good OCD and they leave it right in. And I was watching, it was so cathartic. I'm like, I love watching this person
Yeah.
do this. My fear of what that was like to observe when I was younger.
Billie
What?
Eilish? Billie Eilish?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, it was
She's
Billie
got-
Eilish that they left it all
Tourette's,
in.
yeah,
and I was
yeah.
so happy that they were leaving it in because I'm like, this
Oh,
is
yeah.
fine. And
It's fine. I mean, the more my mom always was, honey, you're blinking your eyes. As soon as it starts being talked about, I go into overdrive.
Yeah, of course.
So now I'm
course.
like,
Oh yeah, I don't even like hearing someone bring up blinking. If I'm listening to like Howard Stern, someone starts talking about, I will turn the station because I'm like, I'll start doing
I'm
it.
just gonna start doing it.
Oh, I love it though.
Yeah, I have a few people call me Blinky, and I'm like, that's not cool.
I
That's
don't
not
like
cute.
them.
Are they family members?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, they've earned it. Okay, whatever.
Yeah, what did I call you, hon, that only I could get away with calling you? It was something like Blinky, but it's not.
What was it in reference to? You remember?
Well, this is not it, but I just, in general, I'm pretty grateful that Kristen has incredible self-esteem because I am allowed to make some jokes that you should not make and no one would normally make. Because you had a sty the other day.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and that was a great.
Pretty cool sty.
Yeah, it was fun for all of us. And I
Yeah.
was really grateful that.
Well, I will say one of the most consistent jokes you make is that sometimes like I'm 41 now, and just taking that in general of like who I am, how I appear to my children is maybe different than how I feel. And sometimes when we're watching a television program, I'll see an older woman and I'll have like a pang of insecurity, and I'll say like, is that what my skin looks like? And it'll be like a 70-year-old woman, and he'll go, not as good.
That's not cool.
But almost.
Almost as good, but it's not as good.
I feel very lucky I can make that joke.
But I will say it always knocks me out of whatever like low self-esteem reverie I was waiting in.
It's good that you have them to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you can't laugh at each other with each other, then
it's like one of the upsides of the arrangement.
It's probably not great.
Yeah. I don't want to be greedy, but I also would love hearing you sing one more song. Do you think you could play one more song?
Yeah, this is fun because I haven't really played these songs except in the studio.
Oh, you haven't?
I mean, I haven't really done anything.
This is your first concert.
Christmassy. This is my first concert.
It's for
in 2
2,
years.
3, 4, 5.
Yeah.
There's 7. That's pretty good.
That's pretty good.
Eight heads. No walkouts. No walkouts yet.
Not yet. Well, we had 2. Yeah.
Well, okay.
What do you want to play?
Yeah, what do you want to play? It can be Eastbound and Down by Jerry Reed too. Like, don't rule anything out.
It's funny because there's like 6 originals on the album because I got inspired and I really love them. But I feel like people just want to hear classics, and I get it. I just want to hear classics.
I would love to hear one of your originals.
Oh, you don't have to sing.
No, I genuinely.
I felt like I was fishing for that.
No. I would prefer to hear an original.
Oh, come on.
Sincerely.
Okay, I'll do this one. There's goo.
Oh.
You had some goo on your piano.
Oh,
it's fine.
Embarrassed.
It could be for me, but I don't think so.
It's probably like nail gel or something, or
it's kind of a catch-all instrument. Mm-hmm. You know, it can be a workspace. It can be
a child's toy, and often there's slime in the area. And
I can relate.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about.
Yes, I do. All right, this is a song I wrote. It's another melancholy Christmas.
It's only Christmas once a year, so gather round the tree. I'll pour you a cup of tea, please wear a smile for me. I'm counting on my fingers all the days till you'll be here. Please say that you're coming home for Christmas time. It's only Christmas once a year. Last year was so hard with all the friends I couldn't see. Christmas without you was not as bright as it could be. I'll push through those winter nights just wishing you'd appear. Please say that you're coming home for Christmas time. It's only Christmas once a year. Gather all your loved ones, hold them close to your heart. 'Cause one never knows what lies ahead or if we'll part. This year is a Christmas I know we will not forget. Got my head held up and all my decorations set. Trying not to get my hopes too high and shed no tears. Please say that you're coming home for Christmas time. It's only Christmas once a year.
Oh, I love it.
That one's kind of sad.
Well, listen,
a little bit of a bummer.
Is it too soon to tell people that the song's about me? Or should we leave that as an Easter egg?
Yeah.
Because you didn't see me last year.
Yeah, that's true.
But here we are this year.
You said that you weren't, prior to the last year, inspired to write a Christmas album, right?
No, I wasn't. I have a band called Puss in Boots. I'm in with 2 of my best friends, Sasha Dobson and Catherine Popper. And we do like an annual Christmas show. I play electric guitar in that band. And we put out a Christmas EP a couple years ago. You guys would love that band.
Well, you went and played right after up in like Stagecoach or some area.
In Joshua Tree.
Joshua Tree.
Yeah, that's right.
But this kind of satisfied my Christmas music for the last 10 years. We've been doing a Christmas show. And we put out an EP a few years ago. And they both wrote really amazing Christmas songs. And I just couldn't quite get there. And we co-wrote a few, but I just didn't have them. But this time, I think being lonesome, and I mean, I was with my family for the pandemic, so I didn't miss family. A lot of people missed their families last year because they couldn't travel. I miss all my friends. So that's kind of what my pandemic Christmas album.
But I almost wonder, like, there are people that do write really good new Christmas songs, even the ones that I've heard over the last couple years.
Well, we were in Sia's video, so clearly we liked that one.
Totally. But some of the remakes, I'm like, oh, that's not as good as the original, but I won't turn it off. And I wonder if there's something about any artist, no matter what your interpretation is, writing a new one or doing a remake. Christmas is such a specific time. It's the only time that, like, at least our country and other areas that celebrate Christmas have agreed to, like, stop the bullshit. Somebody's going to come home, or even begrudgingly, like, but we're going to reconnect. We're going to, like, plug in. And, like, humanity is so not used to plugging in all the time, which is totally normal. But, like, this time of year when everyone has sort of collectively agreed to plug back in, even if it's miserable, but, like, that's just what we're going to do because it's December, whatever holiday you're celebrating. And you're writing or creating a soundtrack to those families plugging back in. I imagine I don't know. I feel like it has to feel really special.
Well, I think that's why I never made a Christmas album before of my own, because I want anything I do to feel special, right? And to be inspired. We worked on this album since March, thinking about it, recording, mixing. I needed that this year. I had fun doing Christmas all year.
I get such a visceral, specific feeling. It's ramping up now. I can feel it. They started playing Christmas songs on Coast. This is a little earlier than normal. Coast 103.5.
They're way early this year.
They're way early.
They were November 1, I think.
So anyways, hit December. I have a fever. I have a Christmas fever that I can't imagine accessing.
The only prescription.
Yes, is more Christmas songs.
Yeah.
I don't know if I could get there in June. If I'm on like a beach vacation, I don't know. That's a hurdle.
But don't you think that when you get creative, you get the fever for whatever you're doing, when you're really in the zone? And I think that's why I had to be in the zone to make it. I didn't decide to make it until we were in the zone.
Right.
I wanted to try and see if we could get in the zone. And then we got in it. And then it was like, yay. I put the album out October 15th. The labels put all the Christmas music out October 15th.
Oh, really?
They do it because of whatever retail. They got to stock the stores. They got to get it into Target. They want to also, of course, be on top of the season. I don't know, but it's not my choice. So I had all these people like, a little early for Christmas record dropping. And I was like, I'm sorry, it's not my decision. I would have released it after Thanksgiving.
Right, like you're part of the problem of pulling it back.
That is kind of annoying, but it's fine.
I'm welcoming the hell out of it. I was like shocked for a second, and then I listened to it for the rest of the day. And you get the boss comes on.
Oh, yeah.
Santa Claus is coming. And I'm like,
That's
I'm
like
not going to be mad at this. Yeah.
Well, that's the thing. Sometimes you feel like you're being assaulted by Christmas with everything.
I love that feeling.
You like that feeling.
Because there were so many days recently where I couldn't tell the day and I had no markers and everything just felt completely random and the same, like Groundhog's Day. Any chance to eventize anything, I was jumping at. Like when they were watching Formula One and I would try to look up the country it was in. And when it was in France, I had to like order fresh croissants and like hang the French flag. Because I was like anything. And even now, like there were portions of the Halloween decorations that I stared at and I was like, should we just put Christmas caps on these skeletons? Like, should we fuse it? Because I just want it to feel different and meaningful and eventized. And it will eventually come down, but I don't know.
It's because you want something to look forward to.
Yes.
And that's what it was for me.
Yeah.
And that's why I cried when we took our tree down last year.
Yeah.
Have you decorated yet, Monica?
No.
Because you did a killer job.
I know, because I was
last
here. Now I can't get a real tree because I'm going home.
Oh, so you're not going to do, because Monica, like, she slayed her
I did a good
apartment.
job. It was my time last year because I normally go home, which is lovely, and I love doing it.
Well, that's the thing. You can't always do the full tilt Christmas every year.
I know.
You just don't have it in you sometimes.
Yeah. But it's okay. It's a different kind.
Do you want me to bring over some skeletons with little Santa caps for you?
I would love it.
You want me to put a white beard on that head of mine that's floating next
I would
to
love it.
Okay, I have one last question for you, Norah. It's also New Year's. Do you do New Year's resolutions?
I haven't in a long time.
Okay.
I should start doing it again.
Yeah. All right. We'll work on that. I'll email you
you?
to remind you. I do. But
How many?
I'm really flawed though.
How many are you supposed to do?
I'm generally tackling 1 or 2. I don't set crazy goals. I did originally. Like I said to myself, no more road rage. That's got to be gone. We can't do that. But that was too much. So I had to dial it back step by step. So one year was like, I'm not allowed out of the car. Next year was no more hollering. Third year was, you can't even honk my horn anymore unless there's a collision imminent. Yeah. And then now we're over it. But I had to go incremental through it. Or I'm going to stop telling people I'm a bad sleeper.
Oh, okay.
And just see what happens. Because I was an insomniac. And I stopped telling people. That was my New Year's resolution 2 years ago. And by God, I'm a pretty good sleeper now. Yes.
Was that your intention?
I was like, if I keep telling everyone I'm a bad sleeper, I will subconsciously have to confirm this identity I'm selling to everybody.
That's really true.
So let's just find out if I stop being known as this, if something changes. And it did. I can't explain it, but that happened.
I think that's interesting. Monica, if we stop telling people we're short, maybe we'll get tall.
That's a great idea.
Absolutely.
Or we could just say we're tall. We
Yeah,
can even go in the
maybe we'll
opposite
just be
direction.
tall.
Yeah, I like that.
To prove that story, you'll start down comparing. You'll be like, look at that baby can't reach up on the counter, but I can. I'm so
short.
tall.
I'm so tall.
Or maybe we'll just stand up taller.
Exactly. I like this. I like
tall
this.
vibe.
All right. Well, if you end up coming up with a New Year's resolution, let me know. We can email about it. We can workshop it, and we'll keep it nice and achievable.
That's the goal.
That's what
you
we
have
want.
to keep it achievable.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much. And Sarah as well. Thanks
coming.
for joining us. Can you tell me about your podcast really quick?
Oh yeah, we haven't released it yet though.
Okay. And you don't know when
It
you're
won't
going
be
to
out by
release
the
it?
time.
It probably won't. No, it won't be out till the new year.
Okay.
Well,
But it's coming up.
We did one today, and it's really fun. You're like my gurus here.
That's
Goodness.
really hard
but
to imagine.
I play like 4 to 5 songs with the person basically, and we talk. It's kind of like this.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, I can't wait to listen to that.
I will be tuning in.
Me too.
Yeah, it'll be fun.
What's it called?
You
Do
could
you
be
have
a guest. Oh, you sing.
I don't know what I'd musically have to offer your level, but I will learn a small harmony. And I can talk
Yeah.
quite a bit.
You sing quite a few songs that you have in your back pocket. You go over there
I know,
and you
but
sing the hell
I'm
out
just
of them.
comparing level. You know what I mean? I'm not like
you're playing the
I
comparison
don't
game.
think we're at different levels. I think we just have different influences.
That's very sweet.
Yeah.
That's true. I do know a lot of raps from childhood.
Oh my
that
God!
were
Will
on
you
the
do?
television.
I'm going to ask Kristen to do one thing that will blow your mind and elevate her. And in fact, I bet you'll ask her to do it again when she does your podcast. Okay.
Okay. You might remember this from 1980s television programs, an interstitial commercial for Sprite. Hey, yo, Chris, what's up, bro? What's that in your hand? It's the S to the P-R-I-T-E can. Understand the fruity twist, taste the fruitiness of unexpectedness that you could never miss. So what's your name, Daddy? M-A-C. And what you drink? S-P-R-I-T-E. Why? Because it's a nice flavor when you need thirst kicking like a twist with a lot of kick. Now you know that's kicking word. So drink up is what you gotta do. Why? Because I like the Sprite in you.
I mean, guys, can you believe
I can't
that?
believe you can still do it.
I can't do that.
It has never. There's so many
Doesn't
things.
leave you.
Like, what time do the girls need to be at play practice? What time do they even get picked up today? Can't remember any of that.
Yeah.
But that is there to stay.
It's in
And do
there.
you remember they were in that gigantic Sprite can, crisscross, and they
Sure.
were rapping to each other?
They had their clothes on backwards. It was part of on brand.
This is a millennial, but no one knows it. But they
No,
really
just the old
appreciated
people
it.
know.
They really
That
appreciated
one
it.
goes up to the old people.
And I hate to exploit you even further, but there's just one more thing I'd pray that you would do for her. Would you hit her with Lee press on nails? Because I know she watched the commercial.
Oh, I know that one.
These are the amazing Lee press-on nails. They press on in seconds. No glue, no mess. Simply press on Lee Super Stick tabs, then press on Lee press-on nails. That's all. Easy on, easy off. Use them again and again. They just won't break or split. Polish and nearly impossible to chip. They come in natural and glamour lengths in a variety of colors for a quick, easy split. Press on.
Lee, press on.
Yeah. Do it.
Wasn't that tight?
Yeah, that was great.
I mean,
So many living in there.
Yeah.
Those nails were all over the house.
Oh my God, yeah. And then you just try to go to the bathroom
It
and
was
they just
impossible. You couldn't wipe your butt. Yeah.
They're back, though. They're back.
Oh, I have a daughter.
Right?
Yeah. She was like, get him off.
Yeah.
Yeah, you just straight glue it to your fingers,
Well,
right?
now there's ones that stay on way better. These Gel X one that Monica and I have been into because you can't pop these suckers off.
These are at-home ones?
No, these are like at the salon,
salon.
but you literally that you can't get them off.
They're not coming off.
4 weeks she's had those.
Wow. What a great product. Doesn't have anything on Lee press on nails, but still a great product. And we're excited that they're. I'm so grateful that you came by.
It was nice to see you all.
Yes.
So nice to have you back.
Thanks for Christmasing with me.
I can't believe I even got the gumption to ask you because that's.
I'm glad you did because
yes.
if you'd have waited a week, I wouldn't have seen you.
I know, perfect timing.
Yeah.
Well, we love you, and again, now this is going to go up on. This will be 3.5 on the best list of things that you came and gave us Christmas cheer early. First one in to give us Christmas cheer, so thank you.
Anytime. Thanks for having me.